thankfully. Yay. So, as I recall, we were discussing a secure game between Lean and Wonder Hero.
Yeah, we reached the second turn.
Okay. Yeah, and not much happened the first turn. It looks like they were both just countering some of the, let's say, sillier tries that their opponent might make. And now we're going to see their actual plans unfold. So let's just play through turn 2. Okay. Well,
very little
not much
happening.
Yeah, very little happening.
Yeah, Lean has now kind of left himself vulnerable on the right side, as he cannot rush out his MG safely to kill off Wonder Hero's MG if he decides to run across. On the other hand, it's likely too long for Wonder Hero to run safely.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think about what Wonder Hero's strategy could be, and immediately I'm noticing that weakness that we pointed to earlier on the left side of the building. It's quite possible that he could sacrifice a unit here, or at least try and distract with one, just to get a unit into position on the left side of that building, or potentially even on the right side. I wonder what the result would be if he simply rushed both units forward, trying to take the space on the right side of the building or the left side.
Yeah. Or, for example, he could rush his MG2 to the left and up to the wall, and the Lean's MG couldn't do much as he's covered by Wonder Hero's MG, other MG, behind cover.
Right. So let's see how they play. How Wonder Hero decides to play it. Well, how both players decide to play it. Let's play through turn 3.
And what Wonder Hero does is a slight distraction with his MG2 to prevent MG1 from getting shot while traveling across the space. And he now has both his MGs together and can now quite easily win. Yes,
this is now a very easy win. Just getting one MG to the right side of the building. The distance that needs to be traveled into the bidded territory is very small, and it will be pretty easy for him to ensure a win, basically. Even potentially by just sacrificing a unit. So I assume that's what happens here.
Yeah, he can just run an MG across there, and the MG of Lean can likely not do much, as it will take him a while to get to the doorway, so he will likely not manage to get a kill on time.
Yeah. So well played by Wonder Hero. Although I will have to say, looking at the players' records and everything, it does look like this match was probably pretty well stacked in favor of Wonder Hero by virtue of his experience.
And he also has the slight advantage of having more mobile units, which can kill faster at a shorter range.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So I've played against Wonder Hero in one of the DGLs, and it was very good.
Yeah, I still look forward to playing him. It's always nice to play against the top players because the games can just potentially be so interesting. So let's have a look at the last one, although, this is of no consequence because Wonder Hero has won his 2 games necessary to win the best of 3. But let's just have a look at it anyway. This is their charge game.
Hopefully they've completed it.
Yeah, they have.
And it's complete.
Well, let's see. Let's first talk about the map, the unit composition, and the bid.
Yeah. The teams are, as is the most common, not quite equal. While Wonder Hero has a sniper, Lean has a grenade launcher instead.
Yeah.
Both can be pretty useful, but due to the lack of large amounts of open territory, the grenade launcher is likely more useful than the sniper.
Yeah, I would say that that's definitely the case, and particularly because the grenade just seems to be so useful at defending. It can do a pretty good job covering a fairly large portion of the bid line all by itself, just by continually throwing grenades that explode there. So I would definitely favor Lean's position on this map. Wonder Hero makes a pretty aggressive bid and wins. What do you think about that, Meneth? Would you try to win this bid in this situation?
I would probably not have bid that far, but I don't tend to be a very aggressive bidder.
Yeah, I don't think I would have either. Just because, well, there's easy ways for the green units to achieve cover and cover a good portion of the bid line. Then again, he may have bid that that far. Well, I'm not really sure why, but let's just play through the first turn.
First, one thing that's important to take into account is that Lean's ways to go is much more limited than Wonder Hero due to the building in the way. He can really only go straight above, below, or right through the building, and the top bit of the building would slow him down if he were to travel that way. Wonder Hero, on the other hand, can run straight forward on almost all parts of his bid line.
Yeah.
And is thus somewhat less predictable.
Yeah. Although I find it strange that he's choosing to stack both of his MGs to rush the bottom area. Like I said last time, when we did our first try at casting, generally I try to in charge. I really believe it's the best to try and pressure the bid line from as many areas as possible. And what happens is that even if